Hey everyone, I'm Lee Stranahan. I'm the founder of Citizen Journalism School, radio host, although you can't tell it by my morning voice, and investigative journalist. And I want to help you become a published investigative journalist yourself. And it's not going to be hard. And as my friend and mentor Andrew Breitbart used to tell me, the good thing is when you cover a story that no one's covering, is you've got the field to yourself. So that means you'll get boosted in the search engine rankings. For instance, if people do a search for it, they'll find your story. And the biggest story right now, and I've been talking about this for a couple of years, but I'm challenging people to get involved, start doing their own research and their own writing, is a story of this guy, not that guy, this guy right here, Mikhail Khorovosky. Mikhail Khorovosky is at the center of any number of stories right now. So, you know the Russia-Ukraine thing? He's behind that. You know Russiagate? He was the guy behind that. But you've never heard of him because no one will touch this guy because he's a billionaire connected to George Soros and also connected to big financial interests like the Rothschilds and connected to the Carlyle Group. So that's the Bushes as well. So this guy's as connected to the establishment as you can possibly imagine. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't cover him. In fact, to me, it means you should cover him. So the challenge I'm going to issue first is go start to look up the guy's name a little bit. And Khodorkovsky. Look him up. You'll see there's no stories. And then the thing I always tell people is this guy's connected to Obama. He's connected to Biden. I call him Biden's oligarch for a reason. Biden's the guy in Senate Resolution 322 in 2005, a story that nobody has written up. They've never done it. You're never going to see it. I bet you're not going to see it on Ben Shapiro's site, The Daily Wire. I'll bet, because he's tied into also Israel. When he got out of jail, he's one of the first places he went was Israel. So I'm just saying, I'm surprised if Ben Shapiro is ever going to cover this. But I challenge you, Ben, cover this. It's a huge story. This is the guy whose money is behind Russiagate. He's been involved in our political system in America. He's a criminal. He's a wanted criminal. He's wanted in a murder, among other things. Start to look him up. There's about 28 stories you can do. I'm not counting on people like Shapiro or anyone at Breitbart, my old place of employment, or certainly Bannon. Bannon, you know, Steve, you're never going to cover this. They're never going to talk about this guy because Khorovosky, as I say, is connected to British, Israeli, and American interests. The Carlyle Group, the Rothschilds, directly connected to him, and you'll be able to find it. So here's what I'm going to urge you to do. The challenge is make a commitment that you are going to go out. I don't care where you put it, on Substack, on Medium, your own blog, your own website. Post that, and then if you send it to me on my Twitter account, I'll repost it. What you'll find is there's a bunch of people who are willing to repost it. There's about 900 ways you can go with these stories. But the biggest thing is nobody is willing to write about him. And again, he's connected to McCain. He's connected to Roger Wicker. He's the guy who's pushing for nuclear weapons to be used against Russia. You want to know why this guy from Mississippi is pushing for that? Go look for the connections between Roger Wicker and Khorovosky. So I am challenging you as a citizen journalist, step up, get involved in the info fight. I've been talking about this guy for a couple of years, but I can't do it alone. I need you to go research it yourself. You'll find everything I'm talking about and a hell of a lot more if you start to research it. Then start to put out stories. Now, what I'm going to do on this video channel, the reason it's called Episode 1, is I'm going to present details about Khorovosky in small bite-sized chunks. And I'm going to point out anything I tell you in any of these videos, you are totally free to use in any way you want to, period. And by the way, you don't have to be part of Citizen Journalism School, but if you are, please get involved in this. If you're not, you might want to look into citizenjournalismschool.com. We're about to do a relaunch on that, and we're going to have a contest, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, love you guys. Check it out. I challenge you, get involved. Start to report on a story that nobody else has the guts to report on. But you have it because you're just a citizen, and you just care about America, and you care about our future, and you care about fighting globalist elites. And this guy, Khorovosky, is the elitist of the elite. And you'll start to see it once you start to dig into the story yourself. That's the challenge. I'll be back with more material on Khorovosky very soon. Till then, bye-bye.